Captain's Log, Wednesday, July 26th, 2023. I was planning on doing this every day, but wow, I have been so exhausted the last few days. Like after spending a month on the road traveling, um, once I got home to Alabama, my body was just like, we're done. Farewell, world. We're going to sleep now. I mean, I haven't gotten that much sleep, but yeah, I've been exhausted. I've been feeling a little ill. And then basically, so yesterday I got overstimulated in the morning. Um, I posted a music video. My music video for the day was "Let It Rock" by Kevin Rudolph, and I tagged him in it, and he interacted, went back and forth with me a little bit, and that was super cool. So yeah, I got real excited, and I was already feeling nervous about several things this week. One, had a gynecologist appointment yesterday, and I don't know why I was extra nervous about it. Normally, it's not a big deal, but I was. And then at it, I mean, I love my doctor, and I got pumped up getting to talk to him. But then the actual exam part is, like it's still a little, even at this age, it's like it's like this is awkward. I'm just gonna talk the entire time to distract myself. But yeah, and when I got out of that appointment, oh my goodness, I just felt awful. Like my heart was racing. I went and got a little something to eat and then went and got my nails done, hoping and talked to a few friends, hoping that that would help calm me down. But I ended up like crashing when I got home. And when I woke up, I still felt awful. And in fact, and so like I got up, worked a little bit last night on some videos and stuff, got up this morning, still felt that like anxious, like energy and like jitteriness and stuff in my body. And it's been a really long time since I've had a panic attack like that. So that was super weird. I just assumed that it's me being wore out from traveling and then all of this stuff. And then on Friday, I have some work in a community art show at JSU, and I'm excited to be sharing it, but I'm also like a little nervous about it. Like it's work from my COVID experience in 2020, and I've been very nervous about talking about that experience and sharing that work because it's got, like a spiritual religious um, component to it, and then like I mean, not really crazy component, but like psychosis or whatever. Because part of my experience, I was documenting my COVID experience, and then I ended up experiencing, at the time we called it stereopsychosis. Now I'm calling it altered state of consciousness, etc. But I think it was a fascinating experience. If we could recreate it, I'd totally sign up to do it again. Like my my family was like begging the hospital to take away my devices because I was live streaming every night, which was awesome. I love, you know what? I love me. I love past me. I wish I could go back and like borrow some of her confidence at the moment. But anyways, it was an interesting experience because I wasn't particularly like religious or even spiritual at the time. I was just content to exist, and I felt, pretty happy with my stuff. And I ended up having this experience where like I'm experiencing like full on body possession, and it's like God trying to wake me up and tell me that I mean, not only that I'm the second coming of Christ, but that we're all God and Jesus, guys. And, and a whole bunch of other, like, really hilarious stuff. I mean, like, even, like, goes into, like, elaborating the whys and telling me all kinds of crazy stuff that I didn't even have any knowledge of. A lot of it turns out to be true. So, and then I have several out of body experiences, a near death experience, and then of course there's the like my actual medical status in the hospital, not doing well and stuff. And it was just, it was a roller coaster. And I know, and I hate that other people were so worried about me, but man, I loved every minute of it. I mean, not necessarily like in the moments when I was in there. Like I was fascinated. And so that was the interesting part to me. The interesting part to me was that while in the hospital, I fluctuated between basically like being in psychosis and being clear-headed. And so when I would be clear-headed, I would document stuff and make notes about stuff and try and figure out like what the hell is going on? Like what is my brain doing? Like is it the COVID fog and the drugs and stuff? And anyway, so I documented the whole thing, and I've been dying to like talk about the experience and share it and stuff. But honestly, like it just doesn't, like having been like born and raised in Alabama, middle of the Bible Belt, it just doesn't feel very safe to talk about these kind of things down here, because people are crazy. Anyways, and not fun crazy like me. Like they're just like asshole crazy. Anyways, I'm excited to share some work from this series. Like, it's taken me a long time to like process the experience, and I'm still kind of processing a little bit of it, but like, I've got a pretty good grasp on it now. But I have so much work from it, and I have so much that I want to do with it. So I'm just now like putting out like little pieces and stuff, and I don't know what the final thing will be, but it's my goal to have like an entire show, series, book, whatever, videos from this thing. I've just got to keep coming through the material and working on it, and I have someone in mind um, to work with me on this. I hope as like a mentor and stuff, since this is my first time tackling a project this big. So that will be really cool because um, it is absolutely the most fascinating thing to ever happen to me. Like, I still plan to continue my Me Too work, but I don't want to live in that all the time because it's, dark and stuff. And, I just always thought that that would kind of be like the biggest story that I would kind of have in terms of some sort of story for raising awareness about something or talking about interesting, complex human experience issues, but I think this COVID psychosis experience like just blows it out of the water. Plus, a lot of it's hilarious, and I love that this is like an intense experience that also has like a funny component to it because I'm joyful by nature. Anyways, I am nervous to be sharing some of that work, and then also just nervous trying to figure out how to talk about it because it's really hard to articulate like an experience like that and to figure out what words might people understand and stuff. So, 'cause like for instance, like there's psychosis or altered state of consciousness or delusions, and all of those things do mean slightly different things. And some of those terms I used at the time, and now I'm like, and I don't feel like that is actually the right term, but whatever. I'm not going to nitpick it right now. This is my test run. So, yeah, hopefully my panic attack stuff will go away soon because I still feel a lot of tension in my body. And then today, man, I spent the day doing a lot of self work, man. I've got a spiritual counselor. We totally did like chakra clearing and stuff like that. And it's basically like guided meditation in order to like reprogram your subconscious. Man, I've been learning so much about different levels of consciousness and like the psyche and stuff because of my COVID experience and being curious about understanding what it was I experienced. And the experiences I had today were really good. It was really intense. It's really intense. I mean, it's like a deeper, I guess the way I would describe it to people that have never done anything like that, it's like a really deep form of like meditation, visualization, sometimes talk therapy kind of thing. You should try it. It's really great. And then I had an appointment with my psychologist and it was fantastic. And we got to dive into a lot of these issues and a lot of the things like the fears plaguing me, like the anxiety and stuff like that. And that was just really beneficial. So I'm extra wore out because I did a lot of hard mental psyche work today. And then I ended up getting to spend the evening with my mom, which was nice. We had dinner together and went shopping, and we hadn't got to spend much time together lately, so that was great. So, anyways, now I'm going to crash, and hopefully wake up in the middle of the night and get some work done while everybody else is asleep. So, peace, guys. Till the next one.